I ain't gonna lie, man. That theme is ass. Like, I'm so glad they decided to switch it up. But yo, for someone's debut, man, you give him this type of a generic beat? Like, are you kidding me? Hey, yo, what's happening, people? It's your boy Blaze here, back to you with another one here for Venomous Reactions. And today we got ourselves a video here from WrestleMania, and this is interest themes that didn't fit the WWE wrestler. Now, you can tell a lot by a wrestler just by the theme they have, and when the theme doesn't work, the character doesn't work, and when the character doesn't work, you go back to the drawing board, and most of the times, you know, they hit like a brick wall as to figuring out what theme fits the character and what theme fits the wrestler and their personality. So we're gonna see what WrestleMania is talking about in this one, man. It should be a intriguing trip down good on nostalgia. So without further ado, let's get it.
WWE wrestlers who had theme songs that didn't fit their character. Number 10, Yoshitatsu. Even though Yoshitatsu was over with his happy-go-lucky babyface act, it was time for a change by the time WWE got to 2011. During Yoshi's feud with Tyson Kidd on the game show format of NXT, he would debut a new, much more serious persona. This persona would see him debut a new look and a new theme song.
I didn't know this.
New persona, it was vital that WWE worked to create a memorable theme, and it needed to perfectly capture what Tatsu's new persona was all about. Unfortunately, WWE completely butchered this. Things started off promising as the new theme started with a new intro that had a legitimate feel to it. Then, for whatever reason, the new theme awkwardly cut to Tatsu's old theme that literally sounded like a dance track. The new character was just dead on arrival.
Whoa.
Number 9.
Yeah, I completely forgot about this one. I mean, Yoshitatsu, his character went through a change, and they should have just kept the original new theme and not have like the new theme going back into his old theme. Like, what sense does that make? Like, I get the fact that you want to keep his old theme, but no, not with the character change. If the character change, the theme should change. I'm just saying.
Eric Young. Our fans were elated when Eric Young showed up in NXT. Young was one of the standout talents in TNA, and over his celebrated tenure in the company, Young portrayed various roles. Young was able to deliver both serious and comedic roles, and he managed to excel in these over several years. Due to his versatility, WWE fans had high hopes for Young, as in theory, they could throw the former TNA World Champion into any role and he'd be able to deliver the goods. Young would debut in May of 2016, confronting former TNA star and current NXT champion Samoa Joe. Whilst it was great to see Young finally in the WWE, his initial theme did a huge disservice to his presentation.
I don't know about
the
this
theme song was the definition of generic, and it didn't exactly portray to the audience that Young was a main event star that they should actually care about. Thankfully, they would eventually alter the theme song for Young's full-time run in the company, and his second theme song was a considerable improvement. Number 8, Billy Kidman.
I can see that.
It's a common consensus that Billy Kidman had one of the most underrated themes in WWE. Kidman would debut his popular theme song at the 2002 Survivor Series, and it was instantly established as one of the most popular theme songs of the Ruthless Aggression era. Whilst fans still rave about the theme song today, the song ultimately didn't remotely fit Kidman's character, both as a heel and as a babyface. The song even had some disturbing lyrics, such as
all of a sudden you start in the feel sleepy, but in these streets when you doze off, you wake up with your clothes on, she ain't feeling so lost. Whoa.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. That, in my opinion, was Billy Kidman's most improved theme ever. And that's just from my opinion. But I can see why he says, like, you know, the entrance theme that really did not fit Billy Kidman's heel persona, but still, it's like a hip hop based entrance theme. But I ain't gonna lie, those lyrics are a little bit questionable. Just a little bit, but still, I love it.
And it continued. Now, it doesn't take a genius to work out what these questionable lyrics are implying, and it's baffling to think that the WWE approved of this song for a babyface. Number 7, Drew McIntyre.
True.
Upon making his full-time debut on the main roster, WWE let the audience know that Drew McIntyre was a big deal. Vince McMahon would handpick McIntyre both on and off screen to be the future face of the company, and it's well established that McIntyre wasn't quite ready for this type of role in the company. Nevertheless, WWE did the right thing by starting McIntyre off in the mid-card. His in-ring work was passable, yet his character and presentation were lacking in any substance. McIntyre's first theme song certainly wasn't helping things, as it was generic and flat and didn't represent the young prodigy that WWE were portraying.
Yeah, that is basic as hell.
The infamous theme song would be used for one of the biggest nights of McIntyre's career, that being the 2009 TLC pay-per-view. At this pay-per-view, McIntyre would defeat John Morrison to become Intercontinental Champion. Thankfully, WWE would eventually discover the perfect theme song for him, as he would begin to use the track known as Broken Dreams. It's not hyperbole to say that this is one of the greatest theme songs of all time, and
No lies told there, man. Shaman's Harvest, man, they killed Drew McIntyre's theme to perfection. I mean, Broken Dreams, if you haven't heard the track, go take a listen to it, man, and you will see what I mean. Ah, man, I wish they would bring that back like full time. At least for a little bit. A little bit.
WWE hit a home run in finding a theme song that was the right fit for him. It's hardly a surprise that fans are still clamoring to see the theme song make a return, as it's still insanely popular with the WWE audience. Number 6, Triple H. By late 1997, Triple H had ditched the blue blood gimmick in favor of the DX persona. These gimmicks were a stark contrast, yet even still, WWE was still having the game use his Hunter Hearst Helmsley theme, Ode to Joy. Triple H would come to the ring on the October 27th, 1997 edition of Raw to face Goldust, and Triple H was in full DX mode. The game would come to the ring with Shawn Michaels and Chyna, and it was almost as if WWE had accidentally played the wrong theme song, as it didn't remotely fit.
Damn.
The Generation X, and if anything, they're becoming more
degenerate. That's horrible.
Here on Raw, JR.
They quickly learned that this theme song wasn't going to work, so Triple H would eventually come out to the popular DX theme and the classical.
Yeah, with Triple H being in full DX mode, yeah, that thing was not gonna work. Not at all. Cause he pretty much was that arrogant asshole that we all come to love, but he was more comedic. And that theme, Ode to Joy, doing his Hunter Hearst Helmsley gimmick, yeah, that was not gonna fly.
Theme would be retired forever. Number 5, Evolution. Evolution are well known for being one of the most successful stables of all time, yet it took some time for WWE to perfect their presentation. When the group would begin to use a collective theme song in the summer of 2003, they didn't have the line in the sand out of the recording studio, so instead they used a track known as Evolve.
Ouch.
Evolve basically had the beats of Line in the Sand without the lyrics, and when it came to this particular song, the lyrics make all the difference. The interesting thing about the song is that the song was officially considered to be Randy Orton's second theme, and was even used for Orton for his appearance on the Raw 2 video game release. Thankfully, the Line in the Sand song would soon surface, and this was the ideal soundtrack to represent the definitive stable of the Ruthless Aggression era.
Yes,
Number 4,
was.
The B Team.
I ain't gonna lie, man, Motorhead killed Evolution's theme to perfection. Just like with Shaman's Harvest, doing Drew McIntyre's theme, same thing with Motorhead. Good old Lemmy, thanks for the classics.
The B Team are an often forgotten about tag team, and they're mostly known for their association with The Miz and for having an elite theme song. Their initial theme song was titled Battle Scars, and to say this song was outstanding is an understatement. The song was tailor-made for a main eventer, and unfortunately it didn't fit the vibe that Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel were going for. WWE decided to ditch their theme song insanely quick, and the duo were quickly given a new theme song that failed to stand out. In a disappointing move, WWE never decided to reuse the song. The song was perfection in terms of being ready-made for a huge name, yet WWE just retired the song completely. Now that song is several years old, and it would be welcomed if they reintroduced the song for a wrestler, as it could seriously take the presentation of the right wrestler to the next level. Number 3, Samoa Joe. The buzz surrounding Samoa Joe's WWE debut was insane, and when he eventually debuted in late 2015, all anyone could focus on was the horrendous theme song that they'd given him. The first few notes were great, and then the song went off into a crazy direction with bizarre music that didn't fit anyone on the roster, never mind someone with as much star power as Samoa Joe.
I ain't gonna lie, man, that theme is ass. Like, I'm so glad they decided to switch it up, but yo, for someone's debut, man, you give him this type of a generic beat? Like, are you kidding me? Yo, especially for someone of Samoa Joe's caliber. That's WWE for you, bro.
The theme was scolded by fans online, with some even saying that it ruined his debut.
Eventually,
WWE would edit the theme song, and his second theme was a vast improvement. According to Joe himself, during an appearance on Busted Open Radio, he worked with the producers of the second theme to get it just right. Number 2, Randy Orton. This Fire Burns is mostly known for being the first WWE theme song for CM Punk. The theme song is so popular that as things stand, the WWE release of the track on Spotify has over 100 million streams.
Damn.
It's common knowledge that before Punk used the theme song, they would attempt to make it Randy Orton's new primary theme. Orton debuted the song on a random episode of SmackDown in 2006, and although the song was epic as ever, it just didn't fit Orton in any way.
It really did. In the words of Christian Miracle, oh my kill switch. But yo, man, I find it insane that Randy Orton used this theme before it ultimately went to CM Punk. I think he only used it for what, 2 weeks before reverting back to Burning My Light. But yo, thank goodness he did, because like he said, the whole kill switch engage, this Fire Burns, yeah, it did not fit Randy Orton's persona at all. But it was a perfect fit for CM Punk, though. And Randy Orton, ultimately, he did switch the theme to the theme that we all love. Yo, voices in your head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. But yeah, that thing was not gonna work.
A big night.
Credit should be offered to WWE for trying something new, but this was Punk's theme, and it was hard to imagine anyone else on the roster using that theme song. And number 1,
Facts.
Roman Reigns. When Roman Reigns returned to WWE as a heel in 2020, everything about his persona and presentation changed. Reigns was now a legitimate villain on the roster, and all the nonsensical, borderline childish aspect of his babyface act were dead and buried. Reigns would debut a new attire and he would expand his moveset, yet there was one thing that was holding Reigns back, and that was his theme song. Reigns was still using his babyface theme song that he'd been using since 2014, and it wasn't suitable for him as a heel. WWE were aware of this, and they got work on a new theme for Reigns, and this would eventually debut in 2021, and this reception was overwhelmingly positive. The song captured the essence of the head of the table persona, and it's widely regarded as the finest work of Def Rebel. But there you have it, folks. WWE wrestlers who had theme songs that didn't fit their character. Be sure.
Yeah, that was one thing that Def Rebel got right, and we can applaud them for it, because the head of the table theme for Roman Reigns fit him perfectly, because his whole demeanor changed, his whole persona changed. Like, he was full on 100% asshole mode. But man, he ain't lying, man, because when Roman Reigns returned at SummerSlam 2020, yeah, the theme he was using like throughout his whole career was no longer fitting him, and I'm thankful they got to work on a new theme. It took some time, but they actually hit a home run with the theme he had, being the head of the table and all. But I want to know y'all opinion. Which of these themes threw y'all for a loop? Yo, let the comment section have it. And as always, thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one, and don't forget to tell your peoples across the globe. Come kick it with your boys. It's one good solid time. And you already know what to do next, fam. Follow your boy on social media right over yonder. And this is your boy Blaze here saying chuck that deuce, and I will see y'all in the next video. And I'm out.